I'm Aveline. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. So sorry for the very late upload today. I had to wait a little bit because it sounds like my neighbors are having work done in their kitchen, which is literally on the other side of the wall in my office. So had to wait a little bit for things to quiet down, and then I started building a house that I want up on the channel over the weekend. And I just kind of forgot. So here we are. But I think they stopped at like 8:30 anyway, so it's not like it's 1.5 hours ago. It's not that long ago anyway. But yeah. So this week was supposed to be Zodiac Tiny House week 2. However, we are getting a new kit on tomorrow. Because it's Wednesday today. To me? It's Wednesday today, so we're getting a new kit tomorrow. Or we're getting two, but I'm going to focus on the build buy as I usually do. Although I will be doing overviews of both of them in one video. So if you want to see what's in them, come back tomorrow, I suppose. But because of that, I didn't really, because suddenly it would be like 4 Zodiac houses and then one extra video on the Thursday, and it's too many videos for me to actually find time for this week. So I decided instead to just do a couple of random houses because I had this one recorded. I'm currently recording another one, which is for the weekend, like I mentioned. So we're doing Zodiac houses next weekend, and that means they are going to include the new kit as well. So just in case you were waiting for the next Zodiac houses next week, although the plan was this week, but next week, even though I'm not super, because I was gonna take it very easy next week, so not 4 videos because it's my birthday on Tuesday actually, but yeah, gonna do it for you guys. So I got hopefully 4 tiny houses up next week. However, this week, we're doing this house. I'm currently building another one, which is a modern house, and then I'm hoping to have a third build done as well for Sunday, but we will see about that one. Today we're building this house, though, which is kind of supposed to be like a basic, sort of basic, so not base game, but just if you enter the house, you can kind of see any household moving into it, if you get what I mean. So it's not like overly decorated. It's not overly personal. There's not much background story to the characters. You're just supposed to be able to move in and then add your clutter to it. And it's got a bit of a rustic vibe to it as well. It was supposed to be a 1-story home, and then it turned into a bungalow, which means that it does have an attic upstairs. So I know some people are gonna say bungalows are only 1-story, but yes, bungalows are 1-story, but they can also have attics. So this counts as a bungalow. It just kind of happened. I had this whole for the last build that I did, I wanted it to be something else until I started building, and then it turned into something completely different. It was the same kind of thing with this one. It was supposed to be this not rustic, but just like a nice, clean, suburban sort of house, 1-story, and then it turned into a rustic bungalow. It's fine, but how many characters? I'm reading too many books these days. Wow. Sims can we manage to place in the 4 total? So 2 parents, 1 kid, and 1 teen? I'm questioning that because I'm currently building another house. I get a little bit confused and I start mixing houses together in my head when I haven't done the voiceover for one build before I move on to the next one. I just get a little bit confused in my head, but because I start just mixing the houses together. But I'm pretty sure that this is for 2 parents, 1 teen, and then 1 kid. So the teen and the kids' rooms are in the attic, which means that they are a little bit the shape of the rooms are a little bit funny. But I made do with the space that I had to play around with, and all of the bedrooms are small anyway. Like the parents only have a 4x4 bedroom or something. So they're all fairly small, very cramped together, and just, yes. I will say for the teens and maybe as well the kids' rooms, both of the bedrooms upstairs have a little bit more personality compared to the rest of the house, but I just like doing that with teens' rooms especially, but also kids' rooms sometimes, although it's a little bit challenging to do it for kids' rooms because I still feel like we have a little bit of a hole in our catalog for kids' rooms, if you get what I mean. I just feel like even though we got both My First Pet Stuff Pack, which I don't actually use the furniture in it, I'm not gonna lie. I use the blinds, which is why I was about to say I don't actually mind the pack, but I use the blinds, and that's pretty much it. But we also have a kids' room. But then for like teens, you can use a lot of the college or university stuff, but also high school years. So it's just a little bit easier to add a lot of nuances and personality and little touches to teens' rooms and but compared to children's rooms. So I think maybe that's why it's a little bit challenging at times. But yeah, I did a little bit upstairs. So they also have, well, they have the basics. So they have the kitchen and the dining room right in here in one room. I know some people are going to hate the fact that I put the kitchen by the front door. I don't care, deal with it. So they also have the living room, which is fairly open, and then with a nice big TV as well. And then other than the 3 bedrooms, they also have a garage. And in the garage, I think I didn't forget to decorate it. It's at the very end of the video, and that is because sort of forgot. How do I explain this? So I'm very like, I gotta get one floor done before I move on to the next floor, because otherwise I'm gonna forget if I leave any rooms empty on the ground floor when I move on upstairs. I'm gonna forget that room, because then I move directly on to the backyard after doing the upstairs and I'll just forget it. So it was always in the back of my mind that I hadn't decorated the garage yet, because when I moved upstairs to start decorating up there, I just wasn't really feeling like decorating the garage at that point. So I pushed it a little bit. And then when I had to start decorating the backyard, I still didn't really feel like it. So I pushed it again. And then by the end of the video, or by the end of building the house, I was like, okay, maybe you should do the garage by now. So it's at the very end, but they just have a couple of like hobby items out there. Maybe some like workout equipment or something, a couple of bicycles as well. I think I actually placed laundry machines out there this time, which I do sometimes when I feel like adding the laundry machines to my builds. So it's just like a mix of things out there, nothing too garage-y. That doesn't make sense, but anyway. So that's the build. It's very brown, it's very warm, it's very cozy, and somewhat basic in my personal opinion, but that's how it was supposed to be. I cannot pronounce words today, just so you know. So if I stumble on words or I miss syllables somewhere, just ignore it, okay? It's fine. We have a word for this. We call it snackatoil, which basically is like a talk tool, essentially, like talking tool, which is your mouth. It's not working today. It's not working with me. It's not doing its thing, you know? So we're probably going to be dealing with that a little bit throughout this voiceover. I hope you guys are okay with that. I hope you guys are patient with me today. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better tomorrow, but we'll see about that one. I don't think I ever got to update you guys on the whole weekend situation. I did have a full weekend off and it was nice. So I'm planning on doing that again this week. We'll see if I can manage everything before, because suddenly I have to do a lot tomorrow, but we will see. But it was nice. It was very nice, and also felt weird because I could go outside and not think like, oh, I have to hurry home and record something before the day's over. I don't know. It's good to have like set days where you sit down, although it's also kind of weird when you do this for a living and then you have these like set days where you have to do creative stuff, because building is a very creative thing. You can't just force creativity, if you get what I mean. So I'm gonna have to work a little bit on that, but it's a bit of an adjustment period, if you will. Yeah, but it was nice. It was nice having the weekend off. Just thought I'd update you guys on that. I haven't actually had time to check the comments under the video, which I'm feeling a little bit bad about, but I just have not had the time. And also, insomnia has been hitting hard. We're not getting into it because I'm just gonna sit here and complain about it for the rest of the video, but I'm still dealing with that. That's just a thing. So yeah, you know, I'll get to the comments. If you leave them underneath this video, I definitely will be reading a couple before going to bed today. So this is the teens room, and I decided to go for a little bit of like a white pink sort of color scheme without overdoing it. I think I have a thing for that bed these days, which is so weird because this is like in real life not my thing at all. Like not even, no, I would never. But I think it's pretty cute in the game, I'm not gonna lie. So I was just having a little bit of fun trying to work around both this like bed frame without making everything a little bit like making everything look like the same kind of style as this bed frame. It looks like it's been thrifted somehow, or I don't know. Where is this kind of bed frame style from? I have no idea. It's so foreign to me. So anyway, I was having a lot of fun trying to just fit everything with that bed frame, but also the color scheme on the bedding. Wow, that took way too long to figure out. I have this like, I set a goal for myself today actually that I kind of want to try to make every single swatch of all of the high school years beds work somehow. I want to try out every single swatch at some point. I want to have done that. So I'm trying a new one today, or not in today's build, but in the next build that I'm working on right now, I'm trying another swatch. And so I'll have to like really try to remember which ones that I've used already, which ones that I've already gone for and chosen. So we'll see if I manage, but I don't actually know if I've already done this one. I can't remember, but I want to try it out. I want to do a color scheme for all of the bed swatches, beddings, you know what I mean? And also try to fit the rest of the room with this like bedding as well, the motifs as well on the bedding, because they kind of inspire different personalities and stuff. So I've set that goal for myself today. This house does not count, but the next one that's going up does count. So just so you know, this house does not count. If I've already done that bed, just ignore that swatch. Just ignore it. Next house, we're starting over, okay? That's what I want to do. I don't know if that's making any sense, but anyways, because we got so many beds from high school years, it's like 5 in single and then the same swatches and double beds as well or something like that. So I think it'll be kind of fun to try out all of the different swatches because they come with a lot of different motifs and colors and stuff. So I'm just kind of like tunnel visioning on that right now. Just like a little bit. Oh, I don't think I said, but obviously the build that I'm working on for Saturday is not gonna have the kit in it. The bathroom, whatever they call it, kit. It's just called bathroom kit. I don't know. I can't remember. Honestly, like, I'll be fully honest with you guys. If you've been on the channel for a while, you know that bathrooms are not my thing at all. I don't like to decorate them. I think they're kind of boring. But I do appreciate love and have a lot of fun with clutter. So it's going to be nice to have some more clutter for bathrooms. I think it's going to add just a little bit more to it, make me want to decorate them as well a little bit more in detail. So I think it'll be good for me. I was not super excited when I first saw it, or not saw the items, but I mean that they were doing a bathroom kit. I was not super excited for it, but now that I've kind of like, okay, so it's a bathroom kit. Now that I've come to terms with it, you know, as if it's all done for me or whatever, and I have to accept it. But now that I've come to terms with it, I'm like, okay, actually, I think I'm gonna have some fun with it. I think it'll be fun. I also think that a couple of the items are definitely giving me Generations vibes. Like there's a pair of teeth, for example. And I don't know. What do you guys think the EP that's seemingly coming out in the first half of the year or within the next 2 months, 2.5 months? I'm so weirded out. Did I release a video after they did the roadmap? I might not have. I can't remember. When was the last video? Saturday? I think because this was supposed to have gone up on Sunday, but then I didn't sleep. Yeah, right. That's where we're at. I can't remember if the roadmap was released last week or if it was this week, but because days are kind of blending together a little bit in my head, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, there's an EP coming at some point, they said, but I'm kind of like, is it coming this first quarter of the year, or is that roadmap supposed to count for the entire first half of the year? Because it's so weird. Us getting an EP this early in the year just feels very strange, and like what's going on with the timeline right now. I know that we didn't get one at the end of last year, which we usually do around November. Although I can't remember if we did that in 2021 either. It's such a long time ago. I cannot remember that far back. I'm old here. It's you know, it's a thing. I remember high school years was summer last year because I happened to have the flu or something right on top of release, which was great. But other than that, I don't remember. But I know that we didn't get one for winter, November 2022. So are they going to release one here at the start of the year 2023? Because that's weird. Like, the timing is funny. Why is the timing like that? What's going on with that? Why are you throwing me off my game? How am I supposed to foresee everything and predict releases and stuff and plan around that when you're not following the usual timeline? Like, what am I supposed to do with that information? Hello? We have a very strict set of rules that we follow, and you've broken them. So I don't know what to do with that. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. I would not mind a March EP, to be honest, or a February one. Wouldn't mind at all. I think it's, we haven't gotten a lot of releases over the past half year, so it would actually be really nice with something. So yeah, regardless of what it is, although I think it's going to be Generations, I don't know, but it just feels like with this kit and also the infant update as well, which is kind of looming somewhere, it just feels like it's a Generations pack, right? Everybody else is saying the same thing. So I'm not alone in this. Like, I'm pretty sure I didn't come up with that theory either. just gonna say. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna be. I don't know when it's gonna be. But I have a feeling that it's Generations, and I don't know if it's March or February or if it's actually June. And the Sims team is just throwing us off of whatever. It's very confusing. I'm so confused. You can probably tell. Also because I've said it like 10 times by now, right? It might also be wishful thinking that it's like me hoping that it's a Generations pack because I build a lot of family homes. But at the same time, it's like, I'm just happy that it's probably not going to be a futuristic pack. Very, very selfish here, but no thank you. I wouldn't know what to do with that. Not interested in it, you know? So I really, really hope that it's going to be a Generations pack, but we'll see about it. As for the build, where are we at right now? All right, finally getting to detailing up the house, a little decorating a little bit from the outside. I kind of skipped over that bit a little bit before I started with the interior. I'm not really sure why I did that. Actually, I really like the backyard for this house. There's a nice flow to it. And I got to use the tent as well from Happy Campers or whatever that kit is called. It's such a cute tent. I just never feel like, because it takes up so much space, I just feel like it's always just awkward to use. But it's got a nice little spot over in the corner of the backyard, and I also placed one of the screens in there. I realized as I was taking the screenshots that I should probably have added a few more chairs, but now that you know there's only 2 pillows on the floor, feel free to add some extra chairs for other people to also have something to sit on so they're not standing up watching TV. Just a little tip. I did not do it before I saved the build, so here we are. I don't know, I placed 2 pillows in the tent and I was like, yeah, that's enough. No idea why, but anyway. So yeah, but it's over there, it's looking cute. I like the tent, very adorable, very awkward to use, but here we are using it anyway. Also have to point out that the car is in the way, so you kind of can't walk past it, just so you know. You might have to delete it for your sim to actually be able to get to the backyard without walking through the house. If that's bothering you, that's all you gotta do. But I really like the look of the car over there, but I thought I would just tell you, just in case, anyway. But, last update, how many books have I read since the last time we talked? I've said I would probably finish 4 over the weekend, and I'm pretty sure by now that I've finished like 6 since the last time I did a video, so I read very quickly. But there's your update. Yeah, it happened. It's fine. It's fine. My eyes are strained, but I'm having a good time. So anyway, that's it for this video. If you like the house, you can download it off the gallery. My ID is AvelineYT, and you can also find it under the hashtag Aveline or AvelineYT. And as always, if you want to download the tray files, you can find them over on my Patreon, which will be linked to in the description box as well as in the pinned comment, where you can also find a link to my booktube channel. So if you like watching people talk about books, listen to people talk about books, if you're a book nerd, a bookworm just like me, check it out. There's a link in the pinned comment. But that's all I got for you guys today, so I hope you all enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you did, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.
Spring is in the air like a drum snare, buds are bursting. Beautiful green, it's like a love scene with waves of flirting. Seasons change us. Maybe it's just me and mine, where thunder's had its way.